What up, people? It is Coffee and Airsoft with your boy Leo. You know that Birdman Jr. gang, and I just took over Steve's spot. I am now in control of Coffee and Airsoft on Mondays. We are going to be consistently inconsistent, as you can tell. I even got his cup. I'm in his spot. I'm in his crib. I'm on his spot. Like, yeah. I don't even know what to talk about. Our day has been busy with tracking and finding our packages. That is going to be the first topic right now. Is the Christmas aftermath no one talks about. We have spent since 10:30 in the morning trying to find our stuff. That's all we've been doing. Legit, we're trying. What's up, everyone? So, what's up? I'm telling you, it's Steve's gone. Who's Steve QB? That's crazy.
He's gone. He's gone.
He's a ghost.
He is a ghost.
Nah, so I've taken over his spot. I have claimed his precious throne that still squeaks, even though we put 10 pounds of WD-40 on it.
That's right.
And, let's just...
Shoot the shit.
Yeah.
Shoot the shit.
That's where we're at. I mean, Monday. God. Some of y'all lucky folks have been playing indoors. Must be nice because we don't have an indoor field. We have only outdoor field. And if you've been paying attention to the weather, it has been rainy, wet, and unplayable for us.
Which we're spoiled anyways, playing on the inside. Or playing inside has made us spoiled from going outside.
Exactly. So we can't play outside.
Right.
You still can't play outside if it's muddy. I keep wanting to drink this.
Get my damn coffee. My coffee. Get my damn coffee. I
Like-
don't want to drink. Got my pirate cup on it. Everything.
Like it was just in hand, and so it just kept feeling like I gotta drink this. But yeah, no. So seriously, so what? I can't lean all the way back. So seriously, what time we start fooling with this?
4:45, almost 5.
Yeah, 4:45, almost 5. No, well, okay. So at ACS now, yeah, like ACS was closed this weekend because, well, the field was wet, and if you've played at ACS, it's a swamp when it rains and pours. It's terrible. You lose a boot. I've watched a kid lose a boot at ACS because
I lost a boot. Or a cleat a couple times.
Yes. What up, Blue? Yes. Some people do drive 2 hours. Nashville is a 2-hour drive for us, but when all 6 of us in a car and we're all shooting shit, it's like what, 30 minutes?
Yeah, it goes by so fast.
So yeah. No, the 2-hour drive, I definitely get the feel. Guko, Now Steve, on the other hand, with this whole package situation, he's been dealing with this since like 2:00 in the morning, if that.
That's facts.
So my man's running on pure coffee and the will of airsoft at this point.
Yeah, that's facts. For real.
If it wasn't from the love of y'all and his teammates supporting him, I swear to God, there's been multiple slurs that's been said off camera.
Keep it PG.
Like we'll keep it PG as much as possible. We'll just say it was a lot of slurring going on. What up?
Yeah, the packages that were. For any of y'all that knows what the package is, I'm sorry y'all can't see me. You can hear me. Our jerseys. Y'all. I know y'all might have seen it in the podcast or anything like that, or something that we said about it. These new ones from Anthrax. It took like 2 months to kind of get it handled, and then finally got them shipped a week and a half ago, and they were supposed to be here last Thursday, and then since Thursday it's been crucial, and we're trying to get them back to us, so we will have them before the Shot Zone tournament on the 15th. Hopefully.
And I'm telling you right now, we've had 6 conversations about driving to Memphis to pick these jerseys up.
I mean, we'd have done it.
Like, if they wouldn't have told us, we couldn't go inside the facility.
Yes, Biffy, the slurs. We have been saying the slurs.
Very much the slurs. Well, mostly Steve has been saying the slurs. I've just been in the corner crying of laughter. See, you know what? This is old school drip. You know, that's that 2000. Actually, yeah, that 2000 baby look. So anybody who isn't a 2000 baby, you don't know what the drip is like. I'm sorry for you.
I'm an 80s baby. I got like MC Hammer drip.
And you know what? I can't even be mad. Look, all right. So the only thing from the '80s that I honestly remember, or I was told about, can't say. I was just I can't. I know. I said it. I fixed my correction. So the only thing I was told about with the. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, dude. No, look, it's cross your fingers. It's been handled, but
We'll see.
yeah.
We'll see. I'll know tomorrow.
Yes. So if tomorrow morning you just so happen to see a picture of the PBZ squad in a dieseled out bug heading to Memphis, we're getting jerseys.
Yeah, you know what time it is.
It's jersey time, or we're just raiding FedEx.
My boy said I remember. Please don't.
But anyways, the only thing I was told about the '80s were the MC Hammer pants and the MC Hammer song. That was about it. That's basically what the '80s was summed up to me. It was just Hammer pants and Hammer time. That was it.
And a lot of gnarlies. Gnarly.
Come on, people. The skateboard guy. That's what we're supporting.
Yeah.
We're supporting the skateboard guy and his coffee that he hasn't touched. I'm looking at you, Steve.
Oh. My coffee? I'm drinking my coffee.
You know.
Why you don't worry about my coffee?
Anyways. Give me some questions now that I've just taken over Steve's spot completely.
It just kicked me off the show. Hey, but later on though, excuse me. The idea is where, as y'all seen the post, Predator, also known as Caleb, or I should say Caleb known as Predator, should be on with us in a little bit, so we'll vibe with him. So if y'all want to kick it around a little bit and see what he has to talk about. If y'all don't know him yet, he's a super humble dude.
Very
hell
humble
of a player.
dude.
Just hell of a guy all around. Super cool dude. I don't know how well they can hear me.
First time I met Caleb. Hey, some kid talking to me.
Nashville?
No. So I was reading the comments. It was Mason. So first time I met Caleb was in Nashville, and first thing I caught my eyes. This man has white Predator-like dreadlocks, and it's amazing. Like, just imagine an albino Predator, and that's what you get. That is 100% what you get, and he rocks it very well. What?
Mason with the comment, he said, "Hey Steve," the kid talking to me at ACS. He was passing him, and he had his mask on, and somebody said, "Hey Steve," and thought Mason was me for a second.
Wow. I take that as offense. Actually, you know what? No, take that as a compliment.
That's offense. Like,
on whose end though? On whose end? Because that's calling Mason old, but you young. So
I'll take that. I'll take it. That I look like Mason. We'll go with that.
So like, no, like okay, hold up. Nah, we ain't gonna say we were terrified. We were just. Not terrified. What's another good word that not describes terrified?
I don't know.
We were well informed about the teams that were going to be at the Nashville tournament that we so politely just suggested to go to for our first time, and not do bad if I do say so myself.
Yeah, because I knew Caleb. I didn't know him like that. I met. We already like followed each other and stuff on Instagram. I happened to know him from there, so he recognized me and I recognized him. Right off the go.
Yeah. And that's when this glorious journey of ours started. It really has. I mean,
Brady said it, awestruck. We were awestruck.
There you go. Very, very well said. Awestruck. Not scared.
No, we ain't scared. I mean, even Caleb's not scared of us or nothing. Like, I've 1v1 with Caleb. I love doing it. Caleb's a hell of a player. He's a super awesome dude. He's got that persona. It's just like he's got a boss-ass loadout that's... It just looks good. He makes it fit. He is the authentic Predator. I even got some dreads, but I ain't even Predator. Like, mine's just a different, like, pirate vibe.
Very much so. And I'm about to throw a lot of people off with this. The whole barbarians wearing war paint was to scare their enemies.
Dude, I thought about doing that. Putting the Viking fucking paint on my face.
That's what Predator does. Think about it. Think about how so intimidating that is.
Yeah, that's
Like you're walking up on the field because it's all white dye mask with a blacked out lens, so you can't see what this guy's looking at.
and white dreads.
Yeah, and white dreads to match it. Come on now.
Yeah,
Come on now. Anybody watch the anybody watch Predator versus Aliens or any of the Predator movies? I mean, come on. Those guys don't speak words. All you see is them ripping spleens out of bodies.
And see, I mean, even Revelation, I tell you this though, man, our first tournament, when we played Revelation, believe it or not, our very first tournament, we beat Revelation. That game, we won. Like, we didn't anticipate that, and we sure won that. I don't know how the hell we did. It was sure luck and willpower, I guess.
I was going to say, I'm going to call it out for what it is. Yeah. It was sure luck.
We sure did. We beat them. So we put them on the losing bracket, but they ended up staying longer than we did.
I'm not gonna lie with you, Mason. I probably was sweating harder than I was ever known I could sweat in my entire life.
Oh yeah, especially when you got young kid HTK out there, Harrison. He's just a big dude. Like
and he's only 17.
Yeah, he's young, but yet that boy's a beast.
Like,
he's a monster. And when the shirt comes off, bullshit stops. When he gets that tank top on, H is throwing down. Like, he's ready for business at that point.
Like anytime I just see him shirtless, it's always that Hulk pose too. It's that
Mm-hmm.
that right there, people. Like, yeah, nah. This ain't for boys. This is men.
Yeah.
Even though I am a boy myself, that's what I think of. No disrespect. I'm just saying, you're a big body 17-year-old.
He is.
And I need you to know that.
You know.
Mr. Superman himself. You know what? That's facts. That's facts.
Yeah, he does. He needs a Superman emblem on.
But
like the Superman emblem, like the diamond thing, but just say HTK in the middle of it. No.
There you go. Throwing out ideas from the shadows.
Yeah, from the shadows. I bet you're in shadow right now.
That is still crazy to even think about sometimes. It really is.
It is.
No, even our play styles and gear evolving from then till now.
Yeah, and then the group the other day I posted just, I think it was yesterday, last night or something like that, posting, what guns look like. Especially for my G&G, looks like the combat machine one I had, and it looks totally different. I mean, I'm running a G&G now, but the whole look of it, and it just looks totally different. Just like it's used for a different type of play now, so it's beneficial.
Well, I know I'm ready. I don't know if Steve's ready.
For what?
The flag.
Oh, the PBZ flag?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we got one. So we're gonna be taking it. I'm sorry, I'm trying to tinker with my camera a little bit here.
He messing with my shots. I know.
I am.
Crazy.
Trying to rain on your parade over here. Yeah, so we got a PBZ flag that the owner of Shot Zone's gonna let us leave at Shot Zone. So we'll at least leave our mark there, hopefully with the taking the trophy home and leaving our mark on the bodies we leave on the field and our flag. And I may go up there with my pirate flag just because.
Just because. Yo, nah, nickname HTK, hashtag Harrison, hashtag Wonderboy. There you go. Hype that up.
That's facts. That's facts.
What is the best mag to use for an F2? Ooh, that is a Steve question. So you can't even answer it because you don't have an F2.
Well, who cares though? Like, it ain't a matter of the engine.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
It's the
Bro.
hop-up.
Oh my god.
What is the best mag to use for the F2? I mean, what hop-up are you running?
Man, you know what? All right.
What platform and what hop-up? Just saying. I mean, if he's running like a stock G&G with it with the F2, then it's like stock G&G hop-ups are dope though.
They are.
They're dope.
They are definitely dope.
No, it's as good as gone. Hey, and I mean, I don't know if you know the colors of it or anything like that, but I just happen to, but I'm not going to blurt it out there. I'm just saying that trophy is made for PVZ. Whether it's A or B.
Oh, timeout. Timeout. You know what the trophy looked like, and you didn't tell me?
I got a scoop on a scoop. I know a guy that knows a guy that snuck in and took a picture.
The guy. We know you're in contact with the owner, Steve. So come on now. Like that's not knowing a guy. That's you just knowing the owner that knows who's making the trophy for the tournament.
Yeah, it's a PBGZ trophy. Well, let's say it's phase 1 PBGZ. The.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. You're with me.
All right. Yes, Mason. He has seen the trophy and
no,
did not share.
Okay.
Yeah, look, no, see, you see,
no,
the betrayal that the teammates go through is unreal.
No, lies. Lies.
Not lies.
No lies.
Not lies.
All right, look, to make it clear, I
no.
didn't see the whole picture though.
I don't.
It was in the dark for a reason. Like it was.
And you still could have shared it.
I didn't get the details.
All right, bro. All right, so you're telling me you had a blurry confirmation of a trophy that we're we're going to try to fight for.
I mean, some things I gotta keep on the low. I mean,
and he wonder why I basically have to stoop through his phone like his wife.
Lies.
Not lies. I heard there was loading and feeding issues with the EPM ones. That is lies.
Lies.
That is for sure lies. I rock all EPM ones, and my F2 feeds them like a dream. My bad.
I mean, if they're brand new, sometimes mags are you just gotta break them in. So one of the best things to do, just like the night before, leave them in there. Go ahead and fill your mags all the way up when they're brand new, and just leave it in there. And then play with them, but don't continuously leave them loaded all the time. If you do, it can weaken the spring. But the
not lies.
APM ones, man, they're great feeding mags. I mean, that's why I asked what hop up you had as well, because I mean the EPM ones, I had a retro in my ARP9, and it did not like my classic Army ones. That hop up didn't. It didn't matter what the engine was at that point. It was a hop up issue. Some hop-ups just don't agree with some guns. They just don't.
Yeah, it is. I actually created that word. Lies. No. Oh. Girl. Anyways. It also could be the tuning on your gun. If you have previously had that gun tuned to certain mags, I just dropped a pin. If you had that gun tuned to certain mags previously and you're trying now to use EPMs, there is a BB rate of speed that you got to take into consideration that one mag gives that another one mag doesn't give. So you have to readjust.
My hop up on ESG grip with F1 receiver. That's the hop I used to. Is that the one that's built? Is he talking about the one that's built to the upper thing that we was looking at on that?
What gun is it?
That's what I'm kind of wondering.
What
didn't say that what hop up it was.
Yeah, what gun are you using? That's a real question. Yeah.
Well, he said a Euro, so.
Yeah, but you can still put a Euro on a Mod 1. Yeah, like any M4 base.
Tell Steve I'm getting the charger for my 556 Wednesday.
Nice.
Good deal. Are you still enjoying that 556? I think you got the. Did you get the metal one or the polymer one?
Please tell me you got the metal one.
Didn't get the metal one.
Did
metal
get them?
Got the quick change spring.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, he wouldn't need it. Oh, is he using it for AG? Are you using it for AG? Max hop up.
That's been it.
What is the difference between the F1 and the Jack?
I get this question every cast. Like people are.
The difference between an F1 and a Jack. The F1 is basically the child the Jack and F2 created.
Oh, I'm sorry, the F1. I don't ever get that question. I get the F2 and Jack.
EMG F1. Oh, you're talking about the rifle. Okay. I've not yet messed with an EMG. Nice. And yeah, good choice. Better gearbox. The EMG F1 I have not currently had the opportunity to mess with, but I would honestly say it still has to be EPM ones and have your gun either retune or retune it yourself to EPM one mags so that you get that smooth like butter feeding.
Are you trying to? If you're trying to, are you trying to shoot them in full auto as well?
Again,
Are you having misspeeds in semi or just full auto?
that is also true.
Because I mean, if your rate of fire is way too high, some mags ain't gonna keep up with it.
That is also true. One is a dual solenoid, one is a single solenoid.
Yeah.
That's why I said it was the child of a Jack and an F2. Because it has the best qualities of a Jack and also the best qualities of an F2. Because the F1 basically is conservative on air, but it's a one solenoid system, so you don't have to worry about as much problems. Whereas the F2 is a two solenoid system, but highly conservative on air. But if a solenoid goes out, I think that's what, like $80 down the drain that you have to get. Whereas the Jack is a single solenoid system, and it uses a lot of air. But if you go out on one solenoid on that gun, you just buy one more and you're back up and running again. Your boy knows what he's talking about, which is crazy.
Australia, what's up? Good day, mate.
Oh, you from down under, huh?
There it goes. I think they can hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you set mic down there. I need a new mic. Anybody want to? Damn, I'm dropping all kinds of change.
Bruh. There's a piggy bank for a reason.
I'm just saying, who is it? Rode Video Mics. I like the boy. I need one. I need a Rode mic. Those are good mics.
But yeah, craziest thing that's happened in 2022 so far. Go. What you got, Steve?
2022?
So far.
Oh, man. We should have read the fine print before we agreed to this shit. It's already been a hassle, like right out the rip. Like 2022 is bringing us whole new problems, but I mean we got plenty in store that I think we're gonna do. A few things I can't say yet, but it'll be a repeat of one area that PBZ did last year. Yeah.
See, he be holding out on us, y'all. Like I don't even know until I know, and even
you can't reveal all your cards, bro.
Bruh, all right, and I won't. But the fact that you hold me in the dark, that's what hurt.
Only on love.
That's what hurts my feelings the most. But I got a phone. You can text me this information right now because I'm getting mad.
It's simple, dude.
Like y'all, there will not be any more Steve QB if he keeps holding out on me. Dang.
I just can't say anything about it yet.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like, see, now you already knew. Like.
Okay.
See, I don't know. I don't leave you in the dark on everything.
NorCal, what up, NorCal?
Oh shit.
Holy, what time is it there? I'm curious.
Probably like 3, 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
2 o'clock. My
NorCal boy, let me know what time it is. And what squad you repping? Let me know that too, because I might already either follow you or I'm about to follow you. Carcon trip. A when it's not cold. Carcon trip is when it's not cold and it's not going to be snow on the ground. That's when we'll go at Carcon. Because even though we're outside boys, I still don't like the cold. That is facts on both sides. Not lies.
North Cal, man. We need a rival, man. We need to have some homie love vibes, like playing each other.
Savage Gang. It's
4:30
there.
So yeah, they're 2 hours behind us. I
Okay.
think it's about 4, but
All right. Damn. Yeah, I do follow y'all. I follow y'all on Instagram. That's what's up.
who is it? Savage Gang.
Savage
I think
Gang.
I do. If I don't, I'm going to right now. There's a lot of them I follow.
Go ahead. What's your my opinion on HPA adapters?
The pistol?
I'm assuming it's like a general all question. If if you have to use an HPA adapter, I find them useful, but also in the way if you've not practiced with them enough. Like if you rock a pistol adapter, you kind of have to practice on your own time or open play to kind of get used to that limit of reach and like where you can and cannot put the pistol.
Yeah, and the new modern ones by Monk too, the Monk M's. They seem to be doing pretty good. One of our homies has one, off the Praetorians, and he seems to like it a lot. So it beats the primary ones and the tap ones for sure. Just off the angle alone is a plus side to it.
Oh, Savage PQB team.
Savage. Why am I looking? I got it right in front of me. Why am I doing that?
But what he was saying, the M adapters is what they're calling them, right? Yeah, the M adapters.
Yeah, the Monk ones.
Yeah, the M adapters are very unique in their design, following the forearm. The modular design, they're good. Just because I'm with Steve. I haven't used one yet. I haven't gotten the ability to use one, but the design and the idea of them is very different, but also very practical. Being that you don't have an extra 5-6 inches hanging out below you, it's kind of tucked away, and you're still able to be with the pistol player sneaky. That's the job of a pistol player, is to be sneaky, not seen, and it's supposed to dip in and out of cover. And with it being following the forearm and the rules that gun hits count, that technically counts as part of the gun. So, that's 6-7 inches. You don't have to worry about getting hit and the ref seeing it and you being called out for it.
Savage, I just come and followed you, and so did PVZ page.
There you go. I will say, West Coast boys are kind of jealous right now, and I'm gonna say this out of love. I know this ain't your fault because you ain't got no control over it, but y'all got a belt, and I know it was our first time. West Coast championship, but I'm gonna just spit this out there. We want a belt.
Yeah, we want a belt.
We want that. We want that belt. You're just saying. That's all I gotta say. Saturday for the boys won that, and they got necklaces, which were dope. If you ain't seen those, hit up Saturdays for the boys to go check those out. They were dope necklaces, very dope necklaces. But then we seen that West belt, and we were like,
Not only that, but bragging rights too. We're bound to have another tournament this year, another East Coast one.
I'm asking because
I'd like to see it held at maybe Shot Zone this year.
See, honestly, if you're thinking about designing one, I would try to base it. I would try to base it off the monk ones as close as possible. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, the monk one seems practical only because it's out of the way. You don't have to worry about it hanging and you sticking out more mag than you need to.
I know my chair is squeaky. I know, like it does that. It's an old chair. I'm sorry.
Look, there's been about 10 pounds of WD-40 given to this chair, and I'm telling you, the first time I came over here, it sounded like a old man just ripping one, and I thought it was Steve. Much love, Steve, but I did think it was you. But it was your chair. I'm just saying. Me, your husband took over. Yeah, I did take over because I didn't want to give it this chair, even though it squeaks. It's the most comfortable chair ever. For sure. Speaker keys going everywhere. Oh! I'm about to throw Predator off. He ain't gonna know what hit him.
Oh! Come on, answer it.
I can't get it over. Where's the mouse?
Let me see this.
It's literally.
Bruh.
There's
on the screen.
Right.
Now go up.
Oh, there it is.
Answer that.
Predator. Hey, Predator.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I can't hear you though.
We can't hear you yet. I just got a 5 warranty. Should I externally or internally? Start.
How about now?
Hey.
Yeah, I can hear you now. Let me change the screen.
Tyler Smith, you want to go external? Internal to external. You want to worry about how it functions on the inside and it can perform before you make it look pretty. I would normally say do this all at the same time, but that is very expensive because TMs are not cheap. So you want to go with the internal upgrades first, make sure it's working to your likings, and then go external. So it'd be like your showboat, your trophy wife. You bring it around the boys, and you just show it off to everybody. I'm just saying, like that's what you do. That's what they're there for. It's about as expensive as a trophy wife as well.
Hey, so Caleb, you're not gonna be able to see me, but those that are watching can see me. But can you hear us clearly and everything?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I just got my camera placed onto OBS. It seems to act better than it does with Discord.
Gotcha.
So, I've have the tendency to keep it on here and make things a little bit easier. So.
All good.
Yeah.
No problem, Tyler.
Yeah,
Is this a little better audio than the previous?
Yeah, it sounds good.
It sounds really good.
Okay.
As long as it sounds good to them and stuff, so.
I'm gonna call you Bravo 1. I'm assuming that's what it's going as. The fact that you have the ability to make different monk styles for different mag types might be a game changer. What do y'all think about that? Predator's just now catching up.
What is it specifically that we're talking about? I'm looking here in the comments.
Random questions that we're getting.
Bravo 1 says he has the ability to make the M adapter, but not for only high kappas, for any pistol type out there, if I'm understanding. I'm just saying.
That's pretty dope.
Be seeing guys, rocking Glocks with an M adapter.
That's what I was kind of wondering. Does Caleb, would you happen to know if the M adapter is already available for Glock?
I don't think they currently have one available.
So I wasn't sure. I mean, it's not really my forte. So.
See, Rufus and I think on the same idea. AAPO1 M adapter. That'd be slick.
The AAPO1 is that's a slick gun for a pistol, like it is.
So. And
have an M adapter on it, yeah,
that would be slick. That'd be a head turner, actually.
That would be dope.
So how's everything going on your end, Caleb? I've taken over.
Yeah, Leo totally took over my cast and my everything. So I should rename this Coffee with Leo.
Oh yeah. There we go.
Yeah, just it's cool.
Ooh.
He got the nitro.
I just wanted to be part of the crew,
Oh.
have some
I got
coffee
some
with the
extra
boys.
coffee. Mine ain't nothing special yet, but due time. Just due time. Hopefully by the next episode next week, unless I do something again this week, which I don't plan on it, but maybe next Monday I can.
At least if somebody here has coffee, we're covered here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have coffee. I'm just running off of pure grit and energy.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Things have been going well. I say super positive vibes going into the tournament specifically because got the last of the stuff that I wanted to test on my end. So, that's probably been one of the bigger tasks that I've been handling on my end is just trying to see how I can add to the tournament in that regard. But you guys will be playing in it, so I'm curious. I mean, are you guys pretty amped up for the tournament?
Dude, I think this is all we've been talking about since the announcement.
Yeah, since the announcement, it's literally what we're talking about. It's a daily conversation. Whether it's, obviously in the chat that we are a part of, it seems to be a daily topic brought up or something's going on. I'm really pumped about what you got going on with the stream and everything. I think that's going to be,
Game changer.
I gladly say it, man. You are definitely a blessing to the situation. I know Ethan is extremely grateful. So I think what you're doing is going to be able to turn it around for the aspect of those that are not going to be able to be there and participate, but want to see it. And not only that, we all want to see each other play afterwards. So, I'm just saying, we have that footage there. Angles look good. Everything looks good. I'm pumped about it, man. Obviously, we've been, throwing sticks in people's spokes, like, hey, we coming to win, but no matter what, it's going to be a good vibe. Most of these guys that we know we've come cool with, a few of the teams that we're going to be showing up with, we're already real tight with. So, it's going to be just good vibes all the way around. But I have no doubt that this is about to be an awesome, awesome event. And there's going to be a lot of BBs flying that day. Because I think we all eagerly want this. It's the first tournament of 2022.
It's going to lay the groundwork for what's to come for the year, I feel like. Especially for the facility itself. So, like you guys, I'm rooting for them to have the event go off without a hitch. The commentary thing, the live stream rig, all that, it was a void in the sport, and I think the reason why it's been so long since somebody's been able to do something like this is that everybody that's interested in it is interested in playing, and I don't know how many people have the skill set or the background to be able to put stuff together. Like, obviously a lot of people get to that point by, covering YouTube videos and podcasts like you guys are doing. But, I think that's just kind of a niche that people aren't interested in soaking money and stuff into because most of the time the sport itself is soaking money into gear.
No, like, getting into the sport is expensive, but what you're doing is, I couldn't even imagine price range on starting out,
Oh, yeah.
And some of that stuff, is a huge shout out to HTK Airsoft because they, they flipped the bill on a lot of the stuff to get us up and going on that, and then it's just adding a few things here and there, and hopefully from this point on, like, it can start paying for itself as far as maintenance and upgrades go. So we'll just kind of see where it goes from there in that regard.
Yeah. No, I like what y'all were saying. Like, you're right now, knock on wood, when everything goes great at the tournament on that side, filming side and broadcasting, you're going to be laying the groundwork for the rest of the tournaments and, not even tournaments in our area per se. I'm saying the tournaments across the world, just the outlook of how people want to present them.
Yeah, I agree. I think this right here is going to draw a lot of attention. I mean, I know a lot of us are on board with, just wanting to grow this over here anyways, just expand it to the next level. And this really, really will set the groundwork for the rest of the year, what's going to go on. I'm really excited about what Shot Zone's going to do. I'm torn in between worlds as a team that played at HTK, and as much as I love HTK, now I'm kind of like, the question of like, well, what if we do another East Coast BQB tournament this year? It's like, almost where do you want it? At HTK, at Shot Zone, it's like, and they're so close to each other.
Man,
I mean, in that regard, there was 3 facilities that were partnered with SpeedQB to have this event. So you had Georgia, Nashville, and HTK in Jasper. But the Super Bowl isn't held at the same place every year, so I think it's going to rotate. Personally, that's how I would see it, to rotate, and that'd be fair to the other facilities as far as, like the revenue side of things and all that.
Yeah.
But, it'd be cool if Nashville held it one year and then Georgia held it another year, so that it can just constantly be rotating. And if SpeedQB gets more facilities in the East Coast and Midwest region, then they can just keep rotating it around.
Hopefully.
It also creates unique content. If they have the exact same championship tournament at the same field every year, people are going to play the same way. Granted, there will be skill changes and things like that, but to go from the size of HTK's field to go to the size of Georgia's field, like, there's going to be some totally different gameplay and some different upsets that you wouldn't expect at the HTK field.
I feel that. That makes complete. That's
Yeah,
like,
what's a hindrance? Just from my own mind. I mean, we haven't been there yet. I mean, we've talked about it. Maybe going down there pretty soon to SS. So we haven't seen it personally, but we've all heard. I mean, that it is a smaller, it's a smaller field and stuff. But I think it has its own vibe for that. I mean, it'd be nice to see kind of a little tournament there too. I don't know. That's a.
well, like,
We really don't know which direction it's going to go this year.
that kind of does make sense. Because, like, it's like, whenever football, like he was saying, football, the Super Bowl is not held at the same
Place every year.
every year, right? Like, that's like home court advantage. Not to
Oh,
say you get any advantage, but, like, let's say we have it at HTK again. I'm not saying we are. I'm just saying the idea of it, that's some people's, day-to-day field. Where others, that would be, most likely their first time ever stepping on the field.
Oh yeah, hence with us, when we come out there, y'all slaughtered us for about an hour before we even got. We didn't know
God.
this field. We're so used to Nashville, and we come up there and we're like, bet, and play, and it's just on breakout. We're dying over. We're like, man, we got to change up what we're doing. Like, something's not working.
Like
here.
an hour, like it was just an hour of a whooping. That's all that was.
Yeah. Until we
Yeah,
started.
but you guys are quick learners and turned it around for the second half of the day, and then every tournament or practice, play day, whatever has been pretty on par.
Yeah,
it turned from domination to, like, let's just flip a coin and see who's gonna win.
Yeah. No, I mean that's what makes practices good between two good teams and having a good bond between two teams.
Yeah.
Like you're saying, it's flip of a coin, see who wins. But at the end of it, we were all able to sit somewhere in a position and be like, all right, these guys do this position, these guys do this position, and see who does what wrong, and just kind of learn from each other's mistakes.
Yeah. I mean,
I like SpeedQB's response there. Champion in fighting performs wherever the ring is set up. So I think that's, if you got the skill set, it doesn't matter what field you're going to play on. You're going to show up and you're going to throw down.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think that's been our motto since day one. We'll show up to whatever. Look, send us an invite, send us a location. We're going to show up. We may not win it, but you for sure know we were there throwing down.
I mean,
I hope that that wherever it is, I assume they're gonna do coast divisional separate. But I still hope that wherever the facility ends up, they allow us to live stream. You know, with their own rig. I know SS has their own rig, or HDK's rig because it's mobile. That's why Shot Zone is airing their tournament, and it'd be cool just to cover all the different places. Nashville. I don't really know much of the other fields. I know there's like that CSL league and
Right.
things like that, but you know, help grow the community, grow the sport by just highlighting the facilities and the play styles there by live streaming it. I think that's realistically how we're going to get to that professional level that people watch for entertainment, and that's what the competitive level really is for entertainment reasons.
Yeah, no, that.
yeah, that's why we watch basketball, football, hockey, whatever. Yeah, it's the same concept there. I feel like 2022. I don't know, man. It's this. I feel like we're on a rise, and we're waiting for that real peak of what's about to explode over here. I mean, it just seems like there's so many hungry individuals, so many hungry teams that are just wanting to do this, and the last few months it's just kind of. I mean, I don't know. Maybe if it's to just be in the middle of it as well and to see it, or I don't see it from an outsider's perspective, but it's just I just feel like everything's growing, and the community over here seems like just pure love and vibing, man. Like everyone's cool with each other, for the most part, and that's important to see grow though. Just the culture itself.
I mean, it's pretty cool too to see all these regular teams fairly known in their area when they travel and whatnot. You get that bit of recognition. It's like, oh my gosh, this team is here. Like,
Yeah.
we weren't expecting that kind of turnout. So there's definitely that growing esque of like the more serious teams. Obviously, are the teams that travel and compete consistently. I think that's another portion of developing that professional league that we're looking for. Is you just got to have people that are willing to do it consistently. So hopefully that is also something that derives from this year.
I'm excited about it. I mean, because we still, well, that's another topic. That's a long topic.
Man, talking about consistency, you see, I know it was 2021, but where Europe has now have SpeakUB playing cards for their players.
Oh yeah.
Do they really?
Yes.
Is this on? Like, can I Google this?
Yeah, no, 100%. You can Google this. Like, so for like, is it? I don't know if it's for every single team member on each team or if it's like a highlighted player or for each team. But they are now there's playing cards.
We need that though. Like I wouldn't even want. I wouldn't
Where
feel
is
right
this?
having any one of us having a card with that. I'll be jelly. I'm like Leo over got a card and I ain't got one. I want one side to side. But nonetheless,
like
I'm over here trying to trade it for low serial number LA Kappa slides. Like trying to.
like no, but I mean like stuff like that. Like yeah, see, North Cowboys have some. Like
Oh, yeah. I knew about the NorCal. I actually have
Australia has them,
a pack.
yeah, Australia boys have some. Where we at? Like
Where are you finding this at? I don't see any of this stuff.
I know.
Who is it? I have no idea. I haven't picked up on it.
I know. I know.
I want to find these. Like, if I could get like a second to none.
That's what
pack,
I see.
team pack, that would be
you're
pretty
already
boss.
geeking about getting a second to none card. Now think about the idea of this. You bumping in to the player that you got the card of, and you get them to sign it. Now how valuable?
Dude,
how valuable to that is you?
Before they change the roster, like if you can get like all the championship players for that year, sign it. That's quite a collector's pack there in my mind.
Like that's what I'm like stuff like that. Being able to rock or get your favorite players from each team's card Like have they won't always be correct, but having stats on them like that,
Yeah.
like on the back, like baseball cards. There you go. Same concept. Got a picture of them, their rookie year card, stats, and everything else. That now that's just something dope to have. Even as a person getting into SpeedQB, and you just you want to study your favorite person, getting a stat card.
Yeah, but that's when we gotta have into the more league stuff to really be having a stat card like that, because it's like, I mean, you gotta have something to base it.
Yeah.
Off.
So if in my mind, there's a couple things that would have to happen here for stats. I mean, like the NorCal ones, they just I should have brought some if I knew we were going to talk about them. They're just a picture on the front side and like their team logo in the background, and then the NorCal, South Cal logo on the actual card side. For the more professional ones that you're talking about, like MLB cards and stuff like that, the statistics would have to be done at a certain point in my mind, or put a year that this card was made, so that you could start putting stat sheets on it. Obviously, that would play into the rookie part. You could do wins as a stat sheet, and then you can put what position they generally play or what weapon they played with for that season. Those are some cool stats that you can use. The tournament wins would have to be league specific, because obviously, especially in this area, there's 2 or 3 different leagues. So you could put on, to be unbiased and sell to more people, just list all 3 different leagues for the people that play in all 3 leagues, or just list the leagues that person plays in. I could see you putting SpeedQB at the top. They have X amount of wins for that season. And this team played in CSL, so they had that many wins from the season, things like that. If they have anything, leave it out. Just make it the rookie card, put their weapon, their position, what team they played on. Things like that would be really cool, and it would have to be gathered, all the stats, all the information. You need a coordinator from each team to help with this. Obviously, one person can't keep information on everybody. And then at the end of the year, so 2022 in December, gather all that, do a production batch, and then sell them out. I think that's probably the most realistic way that something like that could come to fruition. And I really hope somebody does it.
Print and press. You just made the whole plan right there. I need somebody. I need manufacturers
I'm over here thinking, instead of running yards, I'm thinking kill streaks or something. Like how many, just something. Like a touchdown. How many flag hangs this guy get or something?
Yeah.
Just something.
Somebody has to keep track of that, and yeah. I mean, it's the only way to really do that is to have the manager for individual teams keep track, and then send it into one person. Like, if Joker's the person that's doing all that, send it to him.
Print and press, go. Y'all have gotten all the information y'all need. Y'all got the stats idea card labeled up. I need to see manufacturers working through the night getting these cards ready. All right? All right. Like, we're doing overtime until cards start hitting the streets. That's what I need.
And who he said too, Joker Media. I mean, he's definitely on the rise really quick. He's been doing several different shoots. I know he did with HTK. He does paintball. He does cars, mills some things. I mean, he's been around, so I think he'd be a good one to really put them cards out, man. He's definitely a good face for this side. Go ahead.
So we have a fresh year. Nobody's played yet. This would be the time for everybody to keep stats on their teams, because you can build all those stats over the year, and then just work with somebody to have those made, And if you make it like PBZ works with Joker Media to make your guys' cards, you guys buy 20 cards of yourself, like each player buys 20 cards of themselves, and then they trade with other people. You're looking for the other teams to meet up, hang with, play against, whatever, to make those trades. Then there's not, I mean, you have your initial investment of your own card, but that allows you to eliminate the packets that you have to order and hope that you get people. I just don't think early on that's realistic to be able to let Joker put random packs together and send them out. I think it would just have to be by team base and then let them divvy them out as they see fit or trade them.
Joker, if you happen to be seeing this at all, we will be in contact.
Yeah. Yeah, like
I got your personal message, my man.
I'm not too far behind. Like,
I hate to be calling Joker out like this, but he seems like a super ambitious guy that can pull that off.
And my North Cowboys, go ahead and hit me up in the DMs after this year. We will definitely be making trades because I swear to God, if one of y'all got a second to none card,
that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I was talking about earlier. I was like, man, I got 2 Predators, a Harrison, 2 Spiffies, 1 Leo for that, that slide of that that low serial number LA Cowboy. It was like a bargaining tool almost.
Oh, dude.
I mean, because like trading cards, like literally trading. I mean, I seen little things. I don't know if it's an official card or anything, but it might have been Joker that shared it the other day. Was talking about it had a player, but it just had like its own caption. There wasn't stats to it or nothing like that. It was just its own little, funny little captions. I mean, that'd be kind of cool too, just to have something a player says or a lingo, like a quote or something.
Lies.
Yeah.
Lies.
Holographic printer paper is a thing if you wanted to get your own custom holographic, like a few made as like trading specials or something. I don't know.
Nah, see, if I get a holographic, it's hanging in my room of me, and never to be touched, unless you're you're trading me for a high number LA Kappa serial number. Then
I number or a low number.
Spiffy, you gonna do me like that?
Oh, what'd he say?
I'll trade you a Steve QB for a Predator. You gonna give me up? That's right. I'd give my own car. I'd give a Spiffy for one. Only because I know Spiffy right there. I'm right next to him. I'll play with him.
I'm sorry, but if somebody offered me a Harrison card for you...
Oh, you savages. Y'all some savages.
So here's the thing. I assume that you guys are going to get your own packs up front for yourself.
Hey, you might have 2 new players. I'm just saying. Look at him.
I'm just saying. Somebody offered me a Harrison card
already, so that works.
I'm just saying. If somebody offered me a Harrison card for a Steve card, I'm definitely making that trade.
Dick.
Well, you can always get him more Steve cards, right?
Exactly.
There's no value because he sits here with me. Like, it's just like I see Steve every day. There's no value. I don't want to look at this dude. I see him all the time.
Oh, wait, hold on. I haven't been checking the chat. I've been in a solid conversation so far. Actually, I'm waiting to go to the gym if you were curious of why I'm still here. So, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what?
I'm waiting for Tristan.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Nah, he still ain't.
Let's see.
No.
So you're telling me, hold up, now that we're in this conversation, you're telling me if somebody offered you a Harrison card to trade off a Leo card, you wouldn't do it?
You're my boy, Blue. Not my last one.
No, not obviously. No, I'm obviously going to have more than one Steve QB card, but...
Oh, okay. I'm with you now. They're Spiffy. Dude, that'd be great. No, that's inside joke that the rest can't know about on that. I mean, it would be pretty dope. I mean, to just have kind of cards of herself and stuff. I mean, I don't want to sound vain or nothing, but like, I think it'd be pretty cool to have my own card. Like,
I totally agree.
That'd be dope.
I totally want this to happen.
Somebody said I'll trade a Leo, Steve, and a Pred card for a TJ card. I don't know how I feel about that.
Damn.
I don't know how I feel about that.
TJ, you got a fan. Which is cool. I mean, everybody has their favorite players on stuff. I mean, teams. Like, that's cool.
But trade off me, you, and Pred for a TJ card? I mean, alright then.
Savage.
Yeah, no, yes, we're going to the gym this late. You know why? Because the wicked don't sleep.
There we go.
Today.
I wake up and I choose violence. That it literally hangs over my bed. Yeah, nah. Um, I don't know, man. See, look, the group chat is already going crazy about this whole Kawhi situation. We,
What group chat?
I mean, I mean,
Oh, that one?
yeah. So we might have a thing going on. 2023 might be, card trading season, guys.
Could be.
Go ahead and
That'd be pretty dope.
calling that now.
So what about y'all? I mean, y'all plan on I know unfortunately we're not gonna be able to compete against y'all this month. I'm really bummed about it. Because usually when we're out and y'all are there, y'all are one of the teams we root for.
I mean, I'll be rooting for you guys for sure. I'm looking forward to watching y'all play.
Appreciate it. I hate that y'all are not gonna be playing, but I mean, are y'all planning on doing anything else for the rest of the year? I mean, if you can give me the scoop on that, if you know anything, when's Revelation come back to drop some bodies?
I mean, we're currently all good.
Yeah.
It was just his crutches. It's fine.
Are you actually on crutches?
No, that's savage. No, they refer to me as old all the time.
Okay, I gotcha.
No, but yeah, go ahead. I want to know about what's in store with us for Revelation, if anything.
So the deal with us currently is we're man down. We were going to find a pickup player for the tournament originally, to fill that fourth spot or fifth spot, and then we also realized somebody else was out of state that weekend, and another player just recently got a new job, so their schedule comes out on Fridays for the week. It was going to be a hit and miss if they knew if they could make it or not. So we're like, okay, well, we got two. So realistically, until we find some more numbers, I think we're just going to focus on ways to help the airsoft community. For example, like commentary and live streaming. I think H is the last I heard. I hope I'm not throwing him under the bus with this. The last I heard is he was interested in talking with Shot Zone about possibly helping ref for the tournament. So we'll be there, not competing, but we'll be there physically. Helping stream, helping ref, fun things like that. And the rest of the players will be there in spirit.
I like it.
Realistically, though, I know February is a lights out tournament. Those are a no-go for me. I'm not interested. Not that it's dangerous, but I feel like the possibility of injury is a lot higher. So I'm just not in that kind of mentality to play in those kind of venues.
Fair enough.
I think it'll be really cool to watch, though. I mean, you guys played at the night game for Speed QB, didn't you?
The
Yes.
domination? Yeah.
I've heard a lot of good things about that, but I didn't know what your guys' thoughts were on that.
Amazing.
Magical. Because you just see just thousands of BBs in every direction in the sky. I mean, it was straight out of a battle of Star Wars. Like, it was the coolest stuff ever. The only downside to it is, I mean, even with our dye mask, they don't fog much and stuff like that. But man, it was so dewy. We was all sweaty, hot. My mask fogged up. I know a bunch of other guys did real bad. But the event itself was, man, I'd love to do that again. It was so much fun. I didn't go for any objectives. I know they had like secret things on the map and stuff you could find and things like that. I wouldn't worry about it. I was just more worried about slinging some plastic at people.
Dude, no. Whenever me and you got to the front lines, and
you
everybody,
on my mags?
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, and besides stealing your bags, everybody died around us, and it's me and Steve laying up against this truck, and we're just listening for footsteps at this point. That's all we're doing. Like we're back to back, and we're just listening for his footsteps, waiting for somebody to walk around a corner.
That was a fun night, man.
I mean, I've heard so many good things about that event. It seemed like everybody just really had a great time.
Dude.
Well, it's the outdoor to HTK field anyways. I enjoyed it a lot. What?
Oh, it's about gym time. I was just looking for my shoes.
Yeah, you do your thing. I'm gonna put my ugly face in the scene now.
I was just looking for my shoes.
Well, let me get my chair. I can get my mug in the scene.
All right, guys. It was a blast, but I gotta bounce.
It's been real.
Gym, get big, gains.
You're already the size of a bear.
Yeah, but it's always game season. You never cannot stop.
I did. I'm getting old. I'm starting to shrivel.
See, and that's why you're not doing crutches.
Yeah.
All right.
The disrespect.
Guys. See you.
All right, bro.
All right.
So let me catch up in these comments a little bit. Slide for 30. I'm wearing some bands. When you return the back of the truck. Trying to get done. Yeah. I don't know, man. I know there's not much, at least for the moment, of like an appearance of another domination game. It's obviously too soon to be knowing a lot of what's the year to come, unfortunately. I mean, I wish I knew we had like a detailed roster for the year, where we're gonna go, what we're gonna do. I know our team has contemplated that a few times. I mean, I know there's some places we're gonna hit up this year. Love to link up with y'all at any time at CartCon. We're gonna try to make a trip back down there soon. CartCon's a lot of fun. If you haven't been there, get there. Like, you're missing it. Other than the hill, you'll love it. Everybody hates the hill. But
yeah, I'm looking to hit a lot of new places this year if I can. So
yeah, we're for sure. We've talked about going down there to SS. I mean, we want to play that one. I think if I understood correctly, that the Steve QB tournaments there aren't until around East Coast tournament time. That was back, what was that, like July, August, they did that.
Yeah, and it was a 3-month span, I believe.
Yeah, so for Nashville, I mean, I guarantee that as long as if Nashville picks up its thing again and starts, going again, I know my team's committed to getting down there monthly to Nashville. It's one of our favorite places to play. Especially for me, Nashville's a super fun place. I love playing Nashville. Good vibes there, some really good people there. And it's kind of where it started for all of us when it came to Speak UB games and things like that. Was Nashville was what took it off for us. I'm really interested. I mean, I know you ain't got no conclusions, and we've talked about before when HTK is going to be doing anything. But as soon as y'all do, y'all's second story, the CQB area, we got to do that. I mean, last year I know we ran out of time. The tournament went crazy, but there was whispers of almost like a fight night kind of thing that was going to go on there.
That would have been pretty boss.
I would love to see over here because that's where the rubber really meets the road for the individual. Call outs and things like that. Calling other guys out and kind of meet out there. Not in a bad way though, but more like like UFC fighters or something. You
really get to show and hone your individual skill. Like,
yes.
Not everybody can play solo. I personally prefer to play with teammates.
I do too. But I'd like to try that kind of thing. I think HTK has the perfect facility for that. Be super, super, super dope for that. The SpeedQB field is amazing. It's amazing. I would never forget walking in there. It was surreal. You know, I seen a few videos about it, and y'all had some. I think Demo had some. Uh, so it was really cool just to finally get there and actually play it. And the tournament was surreal, like for us. I mean, yeah, we wasn't even playing that long, you know, and to make it into that. Uh, I hope to see some expansions of the fields in the areas as we did in the last year. Yeah, I think this whole, any of you guys that aren't coming yet too for Shot Zone, I mean, you're not out of time. I mean, if you can form a team, get registered, you have until the 8th of January. What is today? Like the 4th, so 3rd. So you got a few more days. If you can, form a squad, you got 5 guys, get a sub. It's always best to have a sub because you don't know what's going to happen. Always expect the worst, so have one on standby. But it's not too late. Get there. Get registered. If you have any questions like that, you can definitely hit me up or hit Caleb up or something along them lines. You can register on Shot Zone's Facebook page. If you don't have a Facebook page, you got Instagram. I don't know if the link is there, but it may be. But they are Shot Zone Indie on Instagram. But it's not too late. It's gonna be good. And I think what we're at 15, 16 teams. I think we're
16 or 17 now. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's gonna be a pretty hype event. I know we got one of our kind of I don't want to call these guys like proteges. Like I don't want to say that because these kids are their own team. They really are, which is PKZ, and I believe and one of our players from PBZ, TJ. So the trading cards all went for the TJ. He's gonna be playing with PKZ this time.
Okay.
Yeah, so
very cool.
He's not gonna be with us. Our lineup on B, I'm not too sure what's going on with it yet, but it should be a normal lineup. And A will be me, Tristan, Esmond, Spiffy, and Braden. And James is gonna be the backup. He's gonna be the sub.
Sweet. I'm gonna probably hit you up for the details on that, just so that the day of I have a little bit more meat to commentary with you guys.
Cool.
Or at least talk about y'all. So, I'm working on something I'm gonna show you here in a second.
You're good.
Yeah, it's still a little early, but let's see. Can I share a screen with you?
Yeah, sure. Sure away.
Open system preferences. I just hit go live. Did it pop up?
I don't see it on my end yet.
Mm-hmm. It's a problem when you get somebody that doesn't.
Yeah, we thought about using a different platform for a while, but it seems a lot of people are pretty versatile on Discord, so it's kind of a good way to do it. It's either that or Facebook messengers and stuff. But now, okay, I see you sharing a screen. I see you sharing a screen, but I don't see the screen.
The stream currently has reduced video or audio quality. It may be due to your network connections. Well, I can take a screenshot and just send it to you. That may be the better way of doing that.
Paducah Kings. And Inferno, yeah, Nashville is a dope place. They got a pretty solid GM. Jackson's a good dude. He seems to be wanting to do a lot. Um, the old guy, ooh,
There you go.
ooh,
You can just print both sides and then laminate, and you got yourself a card.
oh, dude, I got some photos right now. I'm just saying. If y'all, hold on. Here, I'll click this whole thing so y'all can see it. What he was just doing. Yes, sir. And see, I'm excited too that I'm finally gonna get some patches. I don't know how
dude.
fast I'll be able to get them out. I'm only gonna get 30 of them. So I'll probably have 20 of them lingering around. I know a few people are wanting one at the moment. I think my team members, they may rock some. But yeah, if y'all didn't see my patches or anything, it's the same PNG that he just put here. I usually put it on the videos and stuff, so I'm excited about it. I'm going to order them this week. Hopefully have them in a couple weeks. I won't have them by tournament time, but...
Yeah, I was trying to find a picture of you in, like, your jersey. It's like, I saw this one from ACS, but I was like, that one,
No, I need
that
my
one will
new
work.
jersey. If we could ever get them, man. I mean, I know you wasn't here in the beginning. We were having a big hassle with them, man. They were supposed to be here last Thursday. Now they're in Memphis. FedEx has really been giving me the runaround.
So they're just lost in shipping.
Yeah, it's crazy. So hopefully we'll have them. I don't care if we have them by the 13th, as long as we just have them by that tournament. I mean, it's just kind of important to us. And we've been working on these for the last couple months, and then finally got it, shipped out. And I mean, it was right here in my city, and it just passed me right up. So we're all really pumped about these jerseys. Just ready to do something different. I mean, you've seen them. And we're just ready to get rid of the black and green. It was a good way to kind of start with stuff, the way we did things. But as we've grown and stuff, we're like, man, it's got to get away from the black and green.
Yeah, I got you.
Ours can't be as cool as y'all's are. Like, y'all's jerseys are dope. I'm jelly.
Harrison spent, I think, like 8 months designing those.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah. I mean, they look really good. So, kudos to him. It's just, it's a long time. I realized, I was like, oh, yeah, you don't do the green anymore, so I have to
that didn't even click.
change the color
That
here.
didn't even click with me either. That ain't what I was underlying saying or anything. That looks dope.
No, you're good, but I'm just like, that's a super easy change. There we go.
Yeah, what Spiffy said, new year, new looks. So we're trying to expand us a little bit more and put our name on the map. Thankfully, we've had a lot of support, man. These little podcasts have been, well, not necessarily for this one, but for the channel, our PBZ channel, man. A lot of people seem to dig it. A few people are liking that we're doing it. I mean, there's not hardly anybody. I don't know how many podcasts are doing. I love that. That black and purple. That's on point. So yeah, the other ones, that's dope.
Yeah, I was like, I knew you liked purple. I was like, I don't know why I did them in green, but
that one's dope.
But yeah, dude, this is my favorite channel just to like hit up on YouTube. I at least like click in and listen for a little bit every Thursday. Sometimes work takes away from that. Unfortunately, like I'm at work on nights, so it's a little opposite of what people do. They relax in the evenings and stuff, and I'm just exact opposite.
Yeah, that's for me. I work early mornings throughout the day, so it's always and this is something I like doing, man. Like just bringing on, especially guys that I'm gonna have one on next week. Rudy, a guy that runs a YouTube channel, and I caught eye of him. He caught eye of one of my videos, and he's one of those guys that just kind of does a cast and he goes through people's videos and just thoughts and stuff like that, just kind of like his own commentary thing. And he come across one of mine, and it kind of went from there. And we've been chit-chatting a little bit, and I asked him if he wanted to come on as well. But this one and the PBZ one is just a way to, connect outwardly. We all talk all the time, but it's a good way to, do this. We get the vibe. I mean, most of us live hours from each other, so it's modern day phone calls. Instead of three-way calling, we're several calling on this one.
Well, the more content you put out is the more that we can get engaged, but also just, more engulfed in the sport. Houdini's wanting you to full screen that picture. But, you guys can handle the middle of the week content, and then if we can get the tournament, a tournament every weekend going, then there's something for people to watch live over the weekends that aren't playing or aren't in the area.
Yeah, the content thing I think is really important too, man. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't hide it. I mean, I obviously want my own thing to grow. I mean, I think everybody that starts a channel just like low key wants it to kind of grow and stuff like that. I mean, that video I put out yesterday, like people starting one and what to kind of do and how much different. I watched one of my own videos earlier from a year ago, and I was just like, oh my gosh, bro, this was horrible. Why do I have this up here? But it's all a learning experience and stuff to grow, and I'm blessed to be able to do this kind of thing with others and have people that actually want to come on here with me and stuff and chat, or us with the other podcasts and whatnot. And Houdini, that is a keeper. It might be a screen or a profile picture before too long. I'll give you a shout out there on
it. Free of charge, right? Yeah, I mean, little things like that. I assume Joker, if he can get just some pictures like that of every team member for every team, then one, he can put those cards together. And once you have the cards together, he just needs to fill in information, which he might be able to communicate with those teams, which would be so dope.
Yeah, then we definitely got to have what you said is somebody that's really sitting there watching that to keep up with that those stats itself, and then I mean that's a record book, all your record book.
Yeah, and I mean it's hard too, like unless you're like walking off the field telling somebody, "Yeah, I got these stats." The kill thing is probably, unless you have a stats keeper on the field, that's
gonna be
not going to happen.
Yeah. And that number doesn't necessarily mean to be true either. I mean, you could have looked like you shot someone and somebody else got him, and you get the count.
Very true.
Or something like that, and something along them lines. So you never.
Yeah,
know.
You might get personal stats from I've seen people post on their Instagrams and stuff like, hey, I'm East Coast fight night or 1v1. I know SS did something like that last year. Whoever won that, there's a stat for their card. That's a pretty baller one too to have on yours.
We need some big money like that though. 10 grand? Come on. You know what we can do for 10 grand?
10 grand.
Yeah, the fight night thing for the West Coast.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that.
Like goodness, that
could go a long way.
I heard a couple of the guys like, it's just, it didn't mean to. And they wouldn't me. I'm like, man, that's $10,000, bro. Like I'm coming for your head, man. like honestly.
That before or after Texas?
Yeah. Yeah, that's facts.
Flag grabs, yeah, those are some good stats that are generally easy. I mean, they have to keep track of that in the first place for points, so if they might as well just check off who grabbed it.
Yep.
Those cojones bonus stats, those will be key ones for people trying to get on their stat cards.
Yeah, and it makes you push too. Like, you got stats out there. I mean, it makes everyone push it a little bit more. Yeah, what Spiffy just said, in one of our tournaments, Spiffy ended up taking the sweep from the right side in Nashville. Killed 3-4 of the players. Took the sweep around, and Esmond goes for the flag to grab it just naturally, just to grab it and get it to the wall. Nah, Mason wasn't having that. He shot Esmond right there, made him drop it, grabbed the flag, and ran to the wall.
I remember
nobody knew what was going on. It was like because about a few seconds before that I shot TJ. It was just because I ran through and I thought somebody was still held up at Snake, like Snake 2 pointed at us. So I rushed when Mason ran this way and I seen him. So I went ahead and just rushed left and my own teammate right there. I ran by and two-pieced him real quick. I was like, oh my gosh, I shot TJ. And a few seconds later, Mason shoots Esmond, and it's just like everybody's, what is going on?
We're dropping bodies, and there's not even any opponents.
Like, man, it's good times though.
So it sounds also like we're gonna have a post-game podcast. I don't know if that was necessarily information for this or just the chat.
If that's something I'm definitely game for. I could take in my login information or something like that, and like whatever we gotta do. stream. Got GoPros. I think
it's just the stream key is all we need. I don't. Depending on what Ethan will let us do and not do, we could set up tables in the middle of the field as long as we get power to it.
I'm game. That'd be a good way for all of us to kind of kick it and stuff. However, if we got microphone settings for that or anything like that, would kind of be hard when we stick that many guys. As long as we have video for it.
So, I have microphones and stuff. The GoPros have mics on them. I have the media mod version, so I could turn them all on, and if we're all pointed different directions, it should work. But
it'd be something good. Post-match interviews. I
do plan to do that on the actual main stream. I want to get whoever wins up in the booth and have a combo with them, whatever the captain is for that team. So maybe Steve will be talking after the tournament.
I'll definitely. My squad will be right there with me though, man, because they are. I may hold that captain spot, man. My team is we are all 100% effort and all of it, man. I can't do anything without them. They can't do it without me. We all sync up. We're all homies, man, and it's just somebody had to hold the title for it, so they gave it to me. I'd be all right with any one of my teammates having it. They're all good. Mason's extremely great motivational player. Before the games, after the games, one time when he had to sit out of a game, did a great job as a sideline coach. That'd be dope. So, whatever teams they are out there though, be expecting. Like we're bringing Thor's hammer with us. I promise.
And you guys have a lot of back practice too on this field already, where some people are coming in cold.
Yeah, and we consider that, and we were thinking about some of the players that a couple of the teams that have been coming out there and stuff, getting the vibe for the field. Has Ethan allowed y'all to set the field up like that yet, or has it not been an option? How it's going to look for tournaments?
The tournament layout?
Okay, that's what I was like, don't let nobody do that.
Yeah, no, he's keeping that under wraps. You can visually look at it on the 3D model and stuff, but he's not setting the field up until I think Saturday morning.
Cool. Yeah, because we're coming down there Friday night. I know me, Esmond, I believe TJ and Tristan are going to come up the 14th that morning, so we'll come hang over there, buddy.
Hey, DSK Rowan, anything upstairs behind the netting, it's basically like a 4 or 5 foot balcony, and it's a spectator section going to the halfway point of the field, so that's pretty much all that's up there. There's chairs and stuff for the spectators. That's actually blocked off during the tournament for spectators only, so if you'll have to pay like $10 or something to go watch, spectate, or you can watch for free on the stream. But
yeah, which is let me pull this up here again.
That would save you your 15-hour drive too, if you were planning to make that drive.
And so, but we are streaming. I shared it in the group the other day. I'm hoping I did the right one. So it is going to go to the. Is it going to the HTK one?
HTK Midwest.
Okay, so I'm going to pull this up real quick.
And that's been one of the most viewed videos that I've created of some sort, generated. I don't know. Live stream's a little different, you know, it's live caption, but even like my edited videos and stuff, I don't think I've cranked out that many views, which is awesome because I was like, there's an actual interest behind it versus like people just saying they're interested and then no follow up on it.
Yeah, so y'all that can see the screen right here, so y'all go hit up HTK Midwest right here, drop the sub, hit the notification bell, all that stuff, because this is where it's going to be streamed for that tournament, so this is where you're going to need to go. You can see a little bit of field practices that they've had, and the one he was just sitting there talking about, it's 4 hours and 20 minutes, 21 minutes. That's awesome. So you get a good layout, you get to see the angles. You don't plan on changing these camera views, do you?
Sorry, I thought I muted it. But camera angles will be the same, just fixed a little bit. It's like some of them were like tilted, things like that, too small. So there'll be good views of the field, both corners, center view, and then in the future we're looking to, you know, be a little more ambitious and take on a few extra camera angles, especially the starting blocks. So it'll be similar to how HTK's was, which is another video there. It'll be from behind the starting blocks, not in front of. So it's a little bit reverse from how HTK does theirs, but should be pretty solid. Things are going smoother, figuring things out on the back end. So it's just equipment costs money, man.
Yeah.
So.
It ain't free, but that's for sure. Yeah, this is, and I said there, man, and I'm gonna be bummed though, bro, when this is all over with. And the tournament's over, and we are racked back up in our little vehicles, and we're on our way back to Paducah. It's gonna be a little sappiness going on, you know. It's like, well, what next? I mean, yeah, we got other fields are going to, you know, a whole year of adventures to do. But I think we pumped ourselves up, and it's due for the hype about this one. So just kind of, you know, hoping the East Coast tournament comes back, that we can do that one again. God willing, we, you know, qualify and all to go.
Bro Smith catches that I'm in an audio booth at work.
It's where the next hit single is going to come out of, right there.
Yep, a lot of late nights in here. This is where I used to edit my videos for my channel. Late at night after work, record my voiceovers and stuff in here, but it's old news.
Man, I've done a couple of voiceovers. They're not really my style. I just feel weird doing it. I'm just like, I ain't got that voice for that. I feel like, you know, if I only had like an editing program to like change my name or my voice to like Morgan Freeman's or something, like it'd just pull you in.
Yeah, I can totally get behind that. And say you know, with my work background when I was in college and stuff, we had to record stuff like this. So you learn to hate your voice, but you kind of get all right with it at some point.
That's true.
But I wish I might actually have it. I say that and I don't. I have all the call-outs that I plan to use for the day of the tournament for that tournament layout, so it's gonna... Do you have a picture of that? I think I might have one here layout? Somewhere.
Maybe.
Actually, here, I might be able to... Can you open PSDs?
Possibly. If you send it through, I might be able to. If not, I may have a... Yeah, I have it on standby, if you don't.
I'm not entirely sure what everybody's going to call it, but I don't. This is going to be very interesting. I'm very curious to see how this far side of the field plays, but I'm thinking kind of all the Doritos. I'm just going to call D1 through 3. Same thing with those cans that are next to them, and I'm going to call that back 50 block, or what do you guys call that? You call it the brick, or
the 50, the one in the back, far side.
Yeah,
We just been calling it 50 because it's sitting
50.
at the 50. There's nothing too distinct about it. The other area where we have all the pillars and the bunkers right there. Now, that's just we're just more or less just kind of keeping that snake because that's basically what that's trying to be is a snake. We got a few names for each thing. I'm not gonna say mine out loud what they are. We've switched ours up just a little bit, and got certain names for certain things.
And I'm trying to be more generalized for people that are tuning into the stream, whether they're not familiar with stuff or probably keep home.
Yeah, home is. I mean, it's home or two. Just kind of depends on. We've called it two before. This situation here. The flag is going to be right in the center, so it's not. This is one of those you can't really rush straight for the flag. If you do, just go ahead and count yourselves in the kill box. I don't see it being one of those tactics where you can just run up, catch it, hide in the middle of the X like we could like at HTK or something. And I think these bunkers just don't do justice on this picture. Right here by the two big bunkers right here by Snake. Those are massive. Yeah, they really are, and it doesn't do justice for what this is. I kind of take that in consideration when you're, thinking, say, you're playing from one of the corners trying to shoot over one. I'm not even 6 foot tall, and not even that. I mean, you're what are you 6'1", 6?
6'2".
So catching a GoPro on there too. I mean, I know my GoPro hangs over it just enough to get shot. But they are massive. They really are. So I think it's almost going to be like a blind area because how big they are. But it's going to be interesting when Ethan first announced this one. It was like this is the field. And I was just like, this is a paintball field. This has got paintball all over it. Like, I mean, even inflatables alone just kind of it gives you the paintball vibe. But just that alone, just especially this X, or I'm sorry, the X, the snake area is just, it feels paintball, which is cool. I mean, it's cool. So I'm wondering how it's going to turn out right in here in this area.
I mean, there's going to be some heavy aggression on that 50, on the snake side 50. That'll be really interesting for sure.
Yeah, that's what I assumed. Is most of the fight's going to be legitly in the snake area. I mean, I know some of these smaller Doritos, like if you want to call it 3, being the closer one indoor, just for the audience there. I know they're hard to hide behind. One of our smallest players is TJ, and even on his knees, rocking back and forth, it's still tight. It's super tight.
Yeah. Well, luckily, it's directly in line with your home or God, whatever anybody calls it. So realistically, I don't see many people playing that D3 unless the round's almost over and they're just trying to shift perspective across the field. So I think I can talk strategy a bit since I'm not playing on a team, and I won't speak your guys' strategy because I don't know it. And I think a lot of teams I'm gonna expect to send 3 or more players on the snake side, whether it be one in the snake, one on that outside snake, and one on that back corner. And then I think they'll either send the remaining 2 on the far side or keep one at home and send somebody just in that back Dorito just to keep people from moving on that outside. I feel like that's going to be probably one of the more common strategies. Mm-hmm. Those bricks... or cakes. I've heard them called multiple things. Those really big obstacles on the Y of the the snake. That'll be really interesting to see. Also, like just looking at this, the they kind of hinted actually. Now that I think about it, looking at this layout, the just about knocked over coffee. I don't have anything on me to pull up a picture, but the layout from yesterday, they did a miniature version of this. I feel like it might have been unintentional, but they had a Y for the snake. It was just a lot smaller, though. That really shows in perspective how big this snake's going to be, because that one was big already. This may actually doesn't show it in the picture, but in person, it's probably going to end up going to the halfway point of the field.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, just looking at those and then say, like, number one, one of the far left corners, opposite of Dorito there, that thing almost appears, it's big, but it almost appears just, like, substantially bigger than what you would, I mean, however you want to call these. I'm just referring to them as bunkers. That's kind of how we took it with my teams, what we would call them at the time. They almost look like a truck shape, like an SUV shape. Y'all can see my mouse.
Yeah.
So
Suburban.
almost does look like an SUV there. So it just appears so much smaller than what you would see one of these corners, and it's just really not. I mean, these little piers right here, or pillars, they are what, maybe 18 inches wide, give or take. That's guesstimating, jumping over a couple of them. So, but from my understanding, we are going to be allowed to cross over them, opposed to having to run around them. I don't think that we should, if we keep it to what would be traditionally a speed QB rule, if we keep it in that area, where you can't move obstacles intentionally or unintentionally, you can't go over them or anything like that. But that is to the field's discretion about going over some things. And I think this is one of those things that's kind of needed in a sense of, because I mean, if you're playing snake and then you can't cross over them pillars, to kind of get over there in between the two bunkers, I mean, you got to run back around out of it. I don't know. So I think it's gonna be a good thing. I'm curious to how they'll slide if you actually bump into one, how much they're gonna move. And I used it to my advantage, playing a little bit there, and it was also a dead giveaway. Some is these things do rock. They're not, they rock very easy. So touching them can be a dead giveaway of where you're at, and you're trying to hold pretty tight to them. So but they are. One thing about them that is good is you can tell when somebody's gaining closer. The shots get louder as they get closer. I mean, so you can, audibly hear where they're kind of going, if that makes sense. So there's a plus side to it. They're not too high to jump over in a sense of, snap shooting, jumping up over one. They're not bad. But this is going to be, it's going to be different. I mean, a speed QB game, like, on this field, tournament-wise.
Yeah, but I'm very stoked. I don't know all the teams that are coming, but hearing that 16, 17 teams coming out, there's got to be some new faces that I haven't seen. So it'll be interesting to see how new players I don't know if they're old teams or new teams, but how they're all going to handle it. Everybody's going to have a unique perspective. So
I'm wondering if I can pull it up. Let's see if I can find it in one of the conversations.
What is it you're looking for?
I wanted the list of who we do know that was coming up at the moment.
Shot Zone may have a post on their Facebook page.
I'd like to give that a call out real quick. Okay, I think I found it. From unless one's added to this, I believe that we're gonna have Slaughter Gang, PKZ, PBZ-A, PBZ-B, Lethal A, Lethal B, Predatorians, Gladiators, Known Enemies, Nebula, DSK, Demented, B4LZ-A and B, and I cannot say this last name. This last one, Poseidon. How you say it? Poseidon. I can't.
Your
Even,
guess
I
is
can't.
pretty.
I can't say it. Sorry if you're in the chat and I can't say it. But those are the teams that at least I was updated on the last that I seen. So in 1, 2, 3 of those are the same team, just broken up into A and B. And we've had an A and B as long as we've been playing, just about. Our B teams just, I mean, they're solid too. There's some
Yeah, dude.
They're
I love how you said it in the past. Like, just because it's an A and B team doesn't mean like one team's better than the other. It's just
Lord, no.
you have to differentiate, and I think that causes a lot of upsets because people are it's an A team versus a B team. It's going to be an easy sweep, and then B team takes all the way to the championship round or whatever.
Yeah, and our B team is, I mean, we've said it. I mean, amongst ourselves and stuff. I mean, we definitely want to see PBZ A and B. I mean, naturally for us being, especially me being a player on here, I want to see.
Poseidon.
I want to play B. You know.
Grayson may have figured it out. Poseidon. Also, Speed Soft Australia figured it out. But
Poseidon, is that said?
it sounds right.
It does. Poseidon. I like that. I mean, it sounds right. Like, I mean, it does. It's yeah. The turf is different. Especially sliding on it, it will eat you alive if you ain't careful. It really will. I think I got it right. They gave me the thumbs up. Where'd it go?
I posted that picture of the layout from Sunday, and you can kind of see that baby Y that I was talking about. There's not an inside and outside snake, but it's got a similar vibe, and I can tell you, I don't know if you've already watched footage and stuff, but people are going just on that outside of that Dorito into that Y and could get there right off break without stopping. So
yeah,
there's going to be some heavy plays.
A lot of fight right there in that middle. I mean, there's going to be what you said earlier. I think that it would be a common strategy that a few, maybe one, if not two extra, took snake side. I think that's where the majority of the fight's going to be. I think the right teams, they get. I mean, if you can get past the 50 and you can take control of that snake, I think you have the other team on a severe advantage at that point. Do with it what you will. Study it how you need. But I think I mean we got some ideas of what we're gonna do. It's nobody's business until you watch the stream. Then you might see what we're doing. But we don't even let B know what we're doing. They ain't gonna let us know what they're doing.
That's awesome. I love that kind of competitiveness.
We ain't. No, they can't know. I mean, we can talk about it afterwards.
That'll be cool. I'm so looking forward to this. I'm really curious to see what you guys bring to the field, and I think everybody's going to try and have their secret weapon in store. Some of these teams I haven't seen play, I'm really curious to see what their strategy or secret weapon is in that regard. I think everybody's going to be talking about this one for a while, and hopefully it keeps the inertia going, and people follow up with the February tournament and so on and so forth. Maybe this would be really cool too. I know we talked about championship events with SpeedQB, like that East Coast one. For these places that are not in leagues, it would be cool if they took every single team that won every month throughout the year. And for November, it was a tournament of just the people that won tournaments leading up to that event. I feel like that would make like a way to round off the year with a really high stakes tournament, all the competitive players that have made their mark, and give you that championship-esque style. I don't know.
It's gonna be so interesting. I'm so looking forward to this year, man. I am. I can't help but to get tickled and kind of get a cheesy grin with it, you know, just thinking of it's exciting.
I hope a lot of people see this this first tournament for Shot Zone and like the quality that it brings and inspires other fields to take it on. And obviously, I'm not an expert in the streaming aspect of it and stuff, but if certain facilities are looking to try and get into streaming, I think it would be really cool if they ventured out into that. I'm always willing to help those kind of people out. I don't know how they would be. They could always, I guess, hit me up on Instagram or something. But
Speedsoft Australia asked, where can we follow the streams? It'd be on the YouTube channel HTK Midwest. They will be streamed live there. There's a couple videos there already. One good main one, I know for sure. And I think you have footage from HTK tournament there as well.
Yeah. Those were very much more in the rough cut of us putting things together. But this tournament should be a very much polished version of what we've done so far that you can see on there. Closest to it would be that last one at Shot Zone. And that's pretty boss. We greatly appreciate it, Speedsoft Australia. I mean, if we can get everybody connected, content put out there for everybody to share and stuff.
Absolutely. I know we're pushing up on 8 o'clock. I appreciate.
Yeah.
I do, Caleb. I really do. I appreciate all the effort that you're putting in for all this, man. I really appreciate your time to come on here, at least with our platform and especially with mine. Help us get some answers that we're looking for, some vibes, some hints, some little goodie bags for all this goes down. But we really do, man. I really appreciate you. Appreciate all the information you're able to give us. Y'all in the comments, I'm really appreciative of y'all. I know most of y'all. The ones that I don't know yet and haven't met yet, we really appreciate y'all as well. Thank y'all for kicking it with us. One of these will not be back until next Monday on this channel, but if y'all don't know the other channel, it's PBZ Airsoft channel on YouTube. We do a podcast there every Thursday. So this Thursday we ain't got nothing. Not this Thursday, but actually the next Thursday we got Ethan coming on. I'm excited about that. It's right before the tournament. So it's gonna be the owner. So we'll see what scoops we can get with him. Appreciate the sub. They're Speedsoft Australia for real. See what information we get from him. See if he's nervous, if he's ready to throw up and shaking and all that good stuff. But for y'all in the comments, man, I appreciate it again. And I'm gonna bring this in with them. Caleb, you got anything to say to them?
One thing that we had talked about on your Friday podcast was, an HTK event coming up. It's kind of a couple months away, but the Operation Red Arrow 3, always try and show that off. I had it pulled up, and then I started searching up Shot Zone, so that totally didn't happen. It's April 29th, so it's that Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I love their Red Arrow events. They're 3-day events, and it's at the outdoor facility for those that like to play outdoor. A lot of, hanging out, good vibes, things like that. So if you can make it, it's a pretty cool one to go to.
I mean, that's on y'all's Facebook page?
Yes, HGK, Facebook, Red Arrow 3 Eclipse.
Red Arrow 3. I'll get that in the description for anybody that happens to read through it and share that out where I can too. If I can find my pen, I got a lot going on here today. It was kind of a mess.
All good. I can pin it here in our conversation.
Yeah. Well, again, y'all, I greatly appreciate it, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Like I said, 6 p.m. next Monday. Alrighty, y'all.